Hey guys, welcome back to LS channel. So today I'll be playing chapter 3 part 1 of the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave any comment and feedback below and give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching everyone and have a good day.
What's the situation?
Not good. Another two of us have been turned into hamsters. The town is a nightmare in pink. The resistance has collapsed and the lower town is more like a ghost town. The Van Buren girl is transforming everything that is in her mother's way. There's nothing we can do to stop it. How's our patient doing? Come on, Wilbur. You can't go on like this. You've been lying there for days. We need your help. Go away! Come on! We have to get the wand back off Van Buren's daughter and find a way to destroy it. And none of us knows about magical wands. You're the only one who does.
I don't know a thing about magic. I just waved a magic wand around and if all went well, I was able to light a fire. A little girl could transform entire cities with the same wand.
But you still know more about magic than we do. And then there's your legendary ingenuity.
Where did it get me? I killed the archmage and plunged the world into chaos.
The world is always in chaos. And Alistair might still be alive.
Master Alistair's gone. He was transformed and we left him.
We don't know if they've killed him. The council leader might be keeping him as a trophy. Van Buren has turned his school hall into a headquarters because the Archmage's office in the Mage's Tower is hiding from her. And all the rat holes in the school have been blocked off, so we don't know what is going on in there.
That's wishful thinking. Alistair's gone. And if even Alistair wasn't able to stop Van Buren's daughter, then we shouldn't risk any more lives. We've no chance.
We mustn't give up hope. Come on, Wilbur. We'll find a way to break the power of the wand. Together.
I can't. I'd just make things worse.
No, you wouldn't. And you've wallowed in self-pity for long enough. There's no place for layabouts or cowards in the resistance.
That's not...
Yeah? It's not what, Wilbur?
You're right. I'll go back to the White Ridge Mountain.
Fine. Then go home and wait until the war comes to you. But my ring stays here.
Hey, don't! Ah! Ah!
If you want to know what's going on with the wand, find me at the entrance to the lower caves.
So what we're going to do, we're going to look into the rat's den and we're going to take a item here. And what we need is the water
Doc
hose.
bought me the water skin on the second day. It was high time too. I was dying of thirst. It's made of rubber. That's pretty unusual. Water skins are usually made from everyday materials such as animal stomachs and the like. Not something exotic like rubber.
And then after that we can just go out, back out. And we can search, look at the clothing.
What's this? Some kind of little bag. I'll take it with me.
And then we are also going to look at the rubbish here.
This must be garbage from the upper town. A fur collar that looks almost new. Why would you throw some... One could have given it to the poor, or even left it on the chinchilla. That's all I wanted.
And then after that we're going to head up to the rubbish heap. And what we're going to do, we're going to take the wooden figure.
Hey, that's a knight that says need. A huge mountain of rubbish, tons of it. And I just happened to find a carved figurine of my very favorite hero. I've read all your stories. He was brave and proud and he never gave up. Because of you, I wanted to experience adventure and left the White Ridge Mountain. And you were only a story.
So we're going to take the cap, and then we're going to ring the bell here.
A bell. I guess it's there to get people's attention, which is usually what bells are for. Should I ring it or not? Do I really want the attention of someone up there? But the hole seems to be the only way if I ever want to get out of here.
Yes? Are you finally finished?
Bill? That you?
Weather vane? A black cat must have crossed my path.
Yes, it's me. Could you maybe loan me a rope?
No way, you're a wanted criminal. There are posters of you up all over.
No matter what they say, I didn't kill the Archmage.
Anyone with any brains knows that. You couldn't have harmed a hair on the Archmage's head, even if you wanted to. But as long as that's the official version of the story, I'd rather not think about it out loud.
How's it look up there? How are things in town?
Dreadful. Not a customer in sight. It's almost as bad as during the war. I should have known. Politicians are bad for business. Every last one of them.
Come on, get me out of here, Bill. I won't cause any trouble.
That'd be a first.
Please, I want to leave town.
Don't blame you, but it's too risky. If Van Buren catches me, she'll probably turn me into a pink, doe-eyed petting lamb.
Come on, for old time's sake.
I'm not putting my neck on the line for you. Ask your friends, those darn rats.
So we're gonna ring the bell again.
Bill? Bill? He'll never help me unless there's a juicy profit in it for him.
And the reason why we're gonna ring the bell again is so we can get the
The
wanted
nice thing
poster.
about the bell, if he doesn't respond, I'll wake up half the town and people will ask questions.
What are you...
There are posters of me hanging everywhere.
Here, not a bad likeness if you ask me.
Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. I don't stink. Or if I do, it's only because I spent a few days in bed.
I told them if they wanted to catch you, they'd have to put a serious bounty on your head.
Would you betray me?
If the price is right, sure. But until then, I'm keeping my head down, like everyone else who's got any sense. Well, you gotta be smart these days, or you'll end up running around in a pink tutu. Or worse.
As always, a truly informative conversation. See you later.
You're welcome. I don't mind risking life and limb for our cozy little chats.
So we're gonna go back down and we're gonna look for Remy at the cave.
Ah, Wilbur. There you are. Have you changed your mind?
No. I just want to get out of here.
Highly regrettable.
What do you want down there in that dark hole?
I found your wand down there years ago. But when he didn't return, everyone thought he was dead. Apart from me.
You followed him?
Despite all the warnings. But I didn't find him. Instead, I found a wand. Just as I began examining it, a terrifying ghost set upon me and I fled. I don't know why I took the wand with me. Perhaps it wanted to be taken. When a little gnome came down to our town some years later with big ideas of becoming a mage...
I was very proud of my wand and... How did the magic wand get there? And whose was it?
I don't know. There are old ruins down there and lots of terrible tales. If I can find out whose wand it is, then perhaps I can find a way to break its power.
This ghost that followed you back then, do you think it's still down there?
I haven't dared return to the darkness for years because I'm convinced of it.
Then maybe you shouldn't go back down there.
Perhaps you're right, but someone's got to go and find out what's going on with that wand, right?
Remy?
Courage and conviction, Wilbur. Courage and conviction.
Good luck.
So we're gonna take this hamster wheel with us.
There isn't much you won't find down here. Hamster wheels, for example.
And we're gonna head back out.
Ah! What the heck? Hey! What's the big idea? Did you build this trap? I'd love to, but I'm stuck. Hey! Stop that! Are you nuts?
So what we're going to do, we're going to use the stick onto the rope.
Got it!
And then we're going to throw the stick at the robot.
Hey, you! Hi there! I just want...
And then what we're going to do, we're going to use the rope. Oops. So first of all, we're going to take this stone first.
Fist-sized stone.
And then we're going to use the rope on the rope.
Hope it stays on.
And then we're just going to throw that up on top.
Yep. There we go. Great. And now, the old heave-ho. That got it. Hey, wait. I'm not going to hurt you.
So we're going to pick up the
The rope helped me once. Maybe it can again.
rope and stone. And then we're going to head back out to the corridor. So now we're going to go to the lit area.
That must be one of the monsters Ethel was talking about. Better if I have a plan on how to overpower it before...
Oh, hello. You must be the terrible monster that was destroyed by my son's wonderful trap. Ah! Can't I, for once in my life, have a normal start to a conversation?
I'm Wilbur Weathervane. You're not gonna eat me or anything, right?
Wilbur, you're not Nate's little friend, the one that was caught by the orcs in the wild land?
You know Captain Nate?
Know him? We idolize him. Without him, I'd never have met the love of my life, Esther. Gulliver's the name. Welcome, Wilbur Weathervane. Feel at home. Any friend of Nate's a friend of ours.
I remember Captain Nate talking about zombies who helped him in the wild lands. Anyway, what brought you here to Seastone?
A better life. If you can make it in Seastone, you can make it anywhere. Hard work still pays round here. I learnt that from Bill. He got us the job here.
Bill the merchant?
The most successful trader in Seastone. Only just arrived in town and we're working for a man like that. Not bad, eh?
I'm not so sure if Bill is really such a great guy.
How can you say a thing like that? It was him that smuggled us into town, even though zombies aren't exactly popular here. Sure, it wasn't cheap, but Bill has his costs, and he created a possibility for us to work off our debt. We build these slates for him. They're a hit, he says. He always wants more.
Hey, I had one just like...
You see? A hit. Bill has a nose for good business. I'll work hard and learn from him. Then I can finally offer my family what they deserve.
My magic slate was
Magic slate? Poppycock. They are neither made out of slate, nor are they magic.
If they're not magical, how do they work? Because I don't see any gears.
I don't really know. Has something to do with the intelligent stone, as Bill calls it. Fell from the sky one day in a blaze of light. I cut off a thin slab, set it in a wooden frame, and then give it an almighty electric shock. That's all.
You pump electricity into the rock and that wakes it up?
Yes, you could put it like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. It's a serious problem. How am I supposed to finish the last batch if I don't have any... Yes, we promised an old friend we'd name our first child after him.
And this little rope?
Nate.
Nate?
We promised Nate we'd name our first child after him. We actually wanted to wait a bit, but my little cherry blossom started having problems with depression, said I worked too much and that she felt lonely. You know how women are.
No.
So then we built Nate. Well, we started him off at least. He did the rest himself. He's a great little inventor.
No one would ever expect a workshop.
Thanks. I worked on it day and night. Didn't want to disrupt slate production, of course, but it was worth it. My son's an inventor, just like his old man. Here he can learn everything he'll need for later in life.
At home in the White Ridge Mountains, where I belong. Instead, here I am, stuck under Seastone.
Not a pleasant place, and it's better that way. It means everyone's motivated to work their way up and out as quickly as possible.
Do you know a way out of...
Diligence and hard work, my boy. But you're probably talking about a door or something. I'm afraid there's nothing like that here. The hole in the ceiling is the only way.
And Bill came up with the idea for the slates. I never would have believed it.
Why not? He's very innovative. He copied the idea from a trader down south with his very own eyes. At first, he had a couple of carpenters from the lower town work on it, but they just kept wanting more and more gold. Didn't give Bill a chance. He had to let them go and shift production down here. We were lucky that we were standing at the gates at just the right moment and were looking for a job. And now we're just one batch away from earning our own gold.
How do you deliver the slates to the upper town?
Have you seen the hole above the... Bill lowered us down through it, and every time we finish a batch of slates, we ring the bell and he sends down a basket.
So the hole in the ceiling's the only way out of the under...
The only one I know about. And we don't need any more. The current batch is our last. Esther, Nate and I will be pulled out of this stinking place and can finally begin our undead lives in earnest up there.
When will the next delivery be ready?
No.
If I help you, will you take me with you when you leave?
Why not? If you help us, we'll help you too. Of course we will.
Right. Then, so why don't you have electricity?
That's what I would like to know. I guess it's got something to do with those darn rats. They use the same cables as us. They probably wanted to sabotage production.
I can't believe that. The rats are very nice.
Nice? They attacked my wife, wanted to eat her. And now I'm sure they want to prevent us from working our way out of poverty. Don't talk to me about nice.
Nate built him...
Once he could hold a screwdriver, there was no stop. But he doesn't only tinker with himself, he invented most of the machines in here.
That thing too. It's really impressive. What does it do?
That? He got it in his head that a machine could do my work quicker. But as you can see, it's not working.
I think I scared Nate earlier.
He's shy and has never seen anyone like you before. In fact, he only knows Esther and me.
Where is Esther?
Oh, at home, but it's not really presentable. Anyway, you ought to sort out the electricity first.
No problem. Hopefully it's not a big deal. There's a lot to do.
That's the spirit. You only get anywhere in this life.
So we're going to go get our first trophy, and the first trophy for chapter 3 is by creating electricity. Before we do that, we're going to grab the tape.
I've never seen tape that wasn't useful for something.
And we're going to go back outside. And what we're going to do, we're going to place the tape onto the wheel.
I attached some double-sided tape to both the outside and the inside. 2 are better than 1.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to place the fur onto the
I'm
wheel.
not quite sure why, but I glued the fur onto the inside of the wheel.
And
That might even work.
we're going to blow that up.
Wow! You can inflate rat water skins. Who'd have thought?
And we're going to use this onto the wheel.
Okay, I'll put the balloon in the middle.
And then what we need now are plates. So we're going to speak to Esther.
The cook hasn't left my side for a moment. Remy probably told her to watch me. I think she's a little cuckoo. She mumbles to herself all the time. Hello.
My God!
I'm, Wilbur.
Stew!
You're the cook, and your name is Stew. Isn't that kind of metaphysical? In a cosmos composed of names, billions upon billions of names, you, a cook, are named Stew. Destiny? Fate? Blind chance? Mere coincidence? A fine kettle of fish, indeed.
No such thing as coincidence. Cause, effect. That's all. Ethel's my name. Want some
Ethel.
stew?
Do you have any idea why there's no electricity?
Nope, not a clue. Don't like electricity. Like fire. It's warm and gives light. Can be explained in terms of alchemy. Electricity is like magic.
Remy's gone. He's descended into the dark hole.
Oh, he is so brave, all alone in the dark.
He's taking another big risk. I wonder if that's such a smart idea.
Oh, one of the downsides of risk is that it's risky.
Do you know if there's a way out of here?
That big? No. However, Monsieur de Dumas has a shrinking ring.
He took it with him.
Then he probably wanted you to stay here.
He can't understand that I... maybe I'll feel better after a few weeks at home.
Maybe yes, maybe no. He needs a friend by his side. Not maybe, not in a few weeks. Now. Thinks the world of you. All rats do.
Then I'm afraid you've picked the wrong guy. I couldn't help... Well,
Oh, because they aren't thinking properly. You aren't asking the pertinent question.
for example?
If glue sticks to anything, then why doesn't it stick to the inside of the glue tube? Why do noses run, but feet smell? Why is abbreviation such a long word?
I don't know.
You see? You take these things for granted, but it's completely mad.
So you're the cook here in the rats camp?
Yes. I am good at mixing things. Was a lab rat for years.
You worked in a lab?
For a mad alchemist. Until it got too dangerous. Wanted me to trial a face cream that would make you look 10 years younger. I was only 2 at the time.
Oh, right. I get it.
From then on, I tried to be really stupid, attempted to fail at every experiment. The question is, if one tries to fail and is successful doing that, has one really failed?
What are you cooking?
Stew! It's always stew.
Tasty. What kind?
It's always the same, has been for years, but new things are added every day, whatever happens to appear. Do you want a bowl for?
Well, I guess I'm kind of hungry.
One stew coming up.
This tastes fantastic.
Cooking is like alchemy, just fewer explosions.
So you guys don't have to copy me where I ask a lot of questions, but you can just go straight to the point and just use the bowl onto the wheel.
Hey, a water wheel. Not bad. But it still needs a few blades. I'll just ask Ethel for a few more potions of stew. Thanks. If I eat another thing, I'll explode. 8 bowls on the hamster wheel. That should do.
So we're gonna go back into the workshop. And we're gonna use this on under the tap.
And this is the moment of truth.
And this is how we get our first trophy for chapter
No
3.
problem, if you know your way around known physics.
And we get
Hi, Gulliver.
Electrified as our first trophy for chapter 3.
Hello, Wilbur.
I am the master of electricity.
Excuse me.
We've got electricity again.
Really? Looking good. We're back in business. As soon as we've solved the other problem, we can finish off the batch.
There's another problem.
Bill changed his order 2 days ago. The new slates have to be fluffy and pink instead of black.
Fluffy and... So So what now?
According to Bill, it's the law. Esther is already looking for a solution. Please go and ask her how she's getting on.
Okay, but once we've solved the problem, can we get out of here?
Of course. As soon as we have a solution, the batch will be ready in 2 or 3 weeks.
Two.
If all goes well, I can manage 3 slates a day. 4 if I put in a night shift. A couple are pretty much finished. Bill wants 80.
I want out of here, and I don't want to wait another 3 weeks.
You can't always get what you want. Perhaps you can help me cutting the rock later. That might save 2 days.
But
So we're gonna start taking some items.
why build something out of wood when you can build it out of iron? That philosophy brought me iron toys, iron shoes for the garden, and lucky, my iron horse.
We're gonna pick up some wood
Gulliver,
first.
may I please borrow some boards?
No problem. I've got more than enough wood to complete the order.
And then after that, we're gonna take some stone as
This
well.
is the strangest rock I've ever seen. It glitters and it glows. That thing looks magical to me. I don't want anything to do with it. That thing look...
Oh, we're gonna get some later. And we're gonna look at this.
Oh, this is a clock cuckoo's nest. They are so rare. They build their nests in human houses and disguise them as clocks. When the homeowners aren't looking, they fly around and steal cookies and other treats. Although it looks more like a replica of a clock cuckoo's nest. There are people who actually hang these things in their living room. The clock isn't ticking.
Okay, now we're gonna go downstairs.
Hi, you must be Esther.
Yoo-hoo!
Hi, Nate. I'm sorry if I scared you earlier. Gulliver's promised to take me to the surface with you if I help you with the delivery. He said you're making the fluffy pink covers for the slates.
Oh, I'm not ready yet. And it's not a cover. I'm trying to mix a fluffy paint.
A fluffy paint?
Yes. There are hardly any fluffy materials or furs down here. But old paint and chemicals are here in abundance.
I've never heard of fluffy paint.
Well, there are warm colours, cold colours, neon colours. Why shouldn't there also be fluffy colours?
I'm not sure if a fluffy paint is the right way.
It's the only way. We have to work with what we've got. I'm sure that a good alchemist could find the correct mixture.
Ah, I know someone who's good at alchemy.
Really? Would he help us?
I don't think so. She's actually the cook in the rats' camp.
Oh, the same old story.
The rats are lovely, and you folks are easy to get along with, too. Why don't you like each other?
Oh, it all went a bit badly wrong. We had had a long journey. We lay down in the rubbish to have a bit of a rest. At some point, I woke up and saw a rat nibbling at one of my fingers. She must have mistook me for a discarded titbit. I only realised this much later. I was very surprised and shouted very loudly.
Ew! And then?
Gulliver jumped up to defend me. In doing so, he pushed over a heap of junk that buried him as well as the leg of the fleeing rat. Gulliver was shouting wild threats out and trying to free himself from the rubbish. I went over to the little rat to try and help her. She must have took fright. She gnawed off her leg and limped away.
That's truly a tragic story.
Since then, Gulliver believes all rats have it in for us. He wants to protect me. He won't let any rat into the vicinity of our home and has forbidden Nate and myself to talk to them.
But if Ethel the cook wanted to help, would you let her?
Of course. Why not? We just mustn't tell Gulliver about it. He would never allow a rat into our house.
That's the smaller of the two problems. The larger is Ethel. Even if you find the right paint, Gulliver thinks it would still take weeks to complete the delivery.
It's hard work, and Gulliver is working as quickly as he can.
There must be a faster way to build the slates.
Nate thinks so too. That's why he built the constructor. Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
It would make things go faster.
Well, not much faster. It would still take a few hours.
Nate and Gulliver seem to have gnome blood in their veins.
No, Nate has no blood. Gulliver might have something sticky in him.
That's, not what I meant. I meant they both like to invent things.
That's right. They used to make things together. But now, because Gulliver has so much to do, he doesn't have any time for it anymore. I know. But Papa is only working hard, so he'll have more time for you later.
I think it's great what you've done for yourselves here. The workshop, this cave.
We have tried really hard, and it will do for us. A little home for a little family.
I think Gulliver sees that differently. Seems to me he's already planning for life in a palace.
He's very optimistic. I think we should be content with what we have. If you're always dreaming about the future, you miss the here and now.
Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans.
Who said that?
I read it on someone's wall, so it must be true. Gulliver's very enthusiastic about Bill.
Yes, he thinks he will help us.
But you don't think so?
Oh, what do I know? I'm just a simple girl trying to take care of her family. But my head was chopped off just because I'm a zombie. I'm really not sure if the people in Seastone will take to us, however hard we might try.
I suggest you keep on going for now. In the meantime, I'll go and see if I can win Ethel over to our cause.
You do that.
Take care, Nate. And you have nothing to fear from us gnomes.
Yes, Nate. Wilbur is a gnome. You remember them from your book, don't you? Nate has a book about the races in Aventasia. It's his favorite. I have to read it to him every evening. Yes, a gnome.
Yes, gnomes.
Nate thinks he has at last found another inventor.
Inventor?
The book says that all gnomes love tinkering and inventing.
Oh, gnome.
Okay, so we're going to grab some item here, and we're going to grab the
An empty
hat.
bottle of cognac with a little musketeer hat for a cap. It says, another one for all on the bottle. I don't like alcohol, but the cap's funny.
And the second thing that we need to do is look at the model.
What is it?
A map of Aventasia. Nate built it. He often likes to dream of traveling across the land.
He's never been up there?
No, but I tell him about it every evening, and he has his books.
The map is made from old sheet metal and recycled parts. It must have taken forever. I really hope one day Nate gets a chance to visit some of these places.
And we're going to check it again.
A small socket wrench. Nate must have used it to build the map. I'm sure he won't mind if I borrow it.
And then we're going to take the...
Esther's equipment isn't all that bad. Her main problem seems to be a lack of experience.
So we're going to take the mounting.
Do you need this stand, Esther?
I don't know. Do I need it?
No idea, but I think I need it.
How do you know?
So the walkthrough
When
says
the
so.
walkthrough says that I should take something, I do.
So does the walkthrough also say how I can mix the fluffy colour?
Of course.
Why don't we take a look?
Where would the challenge be in that?
I think you might just be taking me for a ride. Be my guest and take it. I don't need it.
So, and then we're going to also look at the
An empty
birdcage.
birdcage?
Oh, Nate often feels lonely when Gulliver and I have to work. We thought a bird might be a bit of company for him. I'm making good progress. I've already found a batwing and a few frog eyes.
Yeah. It's fine white sand. I can't just put it in my pocket.
So we're going to use the bag on this sand to fill up the bag with sand.
A few handfuls of sand should be enough.
And we're going to also look at the scales.
This looks like scales used by some of the merchants in the market. This one's broken. One of the pans is missing. Do you want me to see if I can find a second pan for the scales, Esther?
Oh, don't. Just leave it. I'll mix the colour by eye. You're welcome to take the scales with you if you want.
Ooh, might prove useful. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to go back outside. And we're going to use the...
My son says you could help him with his constructor. I told him you said you weren't an inventor, but you did sort out the electricity, and Nate says all gnomes are inventors.
In theory, yes. Practically seen, I'm practically not practical at all.
But the constructor could save us a lot of time once it's up and running, and you are in a hurry, aren't you?
I could have a look. Where's the problem?
We need a strong fan belt. All the ones Nate tried so far have torn, and we need coal for the steam machine. Wood and garbage don't burn hot enough. I still can't say for sure whether the machine will actually work. Not all of Nate's inventions work at the first go.
V-belt and coal. Sounds doable.
But don't forget we still need the fluffy paint as well.
How could I? Work never...
It looks like you'll have some help. Don't cause any mischief, boys.
So we're going to grab a piece of the
I need some of the intelligent rock.
For the constructor? Of course. Help yourself.
And then after that we're going to grab... Look at the trickle clock.
The clock isn't ticking. Presumably it can be wound through the lip.
And we just have that item.
The wrench could actually fit. It's worked! It's ticking! I'll set the hands to 12 o'clock. The bird really has seen better days. It's losing its feathers.
Okay, so now we're going to go back downstairs. Before that, we're going to take this gunpowder.
At the end of the war, there was a huge victory celebration in Seastone with lots of rockets and firecrackers. Several fires broke out and the town was damaged more severely than any time during the war. I wish that was more surprising, really. I don't have anything to celebrate. But maybe I can use the black powder for something.
And then we're also going to look at the machine here.
The steam engine is... This monster could speed slate delivery production up so much that we could even finish that last delivery for Bill today. All we have to do is get this machine wound up and rolling.
And we're going to just pick up the firework as well.
Another firework.
And then we're going to go back outside. And then we're going to go back downstairs. And we can put the bird in the cage.
I brought Nate a little bird.
Oh, that's so kind. Now we just need a thunderstorm to bring it to life.
You can do that?
You do?
At any rate, I'm glad I could help.
And then what we're going to do next, we're going to pick up the rest of the firework.
Ooh, another firework.
And then we're going to pick up the other one here.
Ooh, another firework.
And then we're going to go back outside. And then we're going to go to the scrapyard. And we're going to pick up more firework. So there's one.
Ooh, another.
And then another one right here.
Ooh, another firework.
And then another one right here.
Ooh, another.
And then we're going to go to the rubbish heap. And we're going to grab another firework there.
Ooh, another fire.
And one more.
Ooh, another firework.
So we're going to go back down. And what we're going to do, we're going to try and persuade, I forgot what's her name, to help with to making a fluffy paint. We're going to speak to
Hi, Ethel.
Ethel first. And
I met someone who needs help. Your help, to be exact.
Some kind of burning question he needs to ask? I don't have any answers, only more questions.
He is a she, and it's about an alchemy problem. She wants to mix up a, fluffy pink...
Understood. That's doable.
Doable? Then can you show her how to do it?
Yes. Monsieur de Demont always said we should help others. Where is she?
There might be a little problem.
A little problem?
She's just an itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny little problem.
Tinsy tiny little problem? Who is she?
She's, vivicationally challenged? Well, you know, I mean, how should I put this? She's, a zombie.
You wanted to take me into the monster's cave?
They're not monsters. Their names are Gulliver and Esther, and they don't want to hurt you. Well, we should probably stay away from Gulliver at the moment.
I'm not doing that. No chance.
then
The
we'll go back
zombies
there.
want to leave their caves. Isn't that a good reason for you to help them?
I'd like the caves to be zombie-free, believe me. But I'm not going anywhere near those monsters. Cost me a leg last time.
Isn't there any way?
Monsieur de Demont asks me, of course. I'll do anything for Monsieur de Dumas.
He would ask you to help them, for sure.
But he hasn't, and he isn't here.
So we're going to get little Timmy to help us.
Will you help Esther mix up the fluffy paint? Please?
No, only if Monsieur de Dumas asks me.
Or when pigs fly. Somehow I have to convince Ethel that Remy wants her to help the zombies. Either that, or I need a pig and a pair of really big wings.
So
It was nice to have met you.
Knew you already. You lay in Timmy's bed for days. Why? It wasn't your fault what happened to the Archmaid.
You think? Imagine if a few rats were to die because it turned out that, in reality, you couldn't cook. How would you feel?
Not good. I'd blame myself, which feels stupid. But Monsieur de Dumas requests your assistance. You can't leave him in the lurch.
I tried to help last time too, and it ended in disaster. Who can say that it won't happen again?
Questions, tricky questions.
so we're going to get little Timmy here to pretend
Timmy.
to be his
Hi.
uncle, Remy.
I could use your help, Timmy.
And
It's about the zombies. I can't manage it alone.
I'm supposed to help people who throw things at me. What do you get out of it? They're going to help you out of here so you can just run off?
You know Bill, the merchant, he smuggled them into the city and lowered them into this hole. Now they have to slave away for him down here to pay off their debt.
He's exploiting them. They should just stop working for him.
Doesn't that make you angry? I think if we play our cards right, we can make Bill pay for the way he treats the zombies.
Resentment leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate is the quickest path to ruin.
The Archmage said that too.
As does Uncle Remy. You should never do something just to harm someone, even if it is Bill.
One question. What would your Uncle Remy do?
Right now, he would climb down that black hole to find a way to destroy the one that's transforming the world.
You know Bill, the merchant, he smuggled them into the city and lowered them into this hole. Now they have to slave away for him down here to pay off their debt.
He's exploiting them. They should just stop working for him.
The zombies haven't done anything to anyone. All they want is a better life for themselves. And their son.
I'm not saying that I think it's right what Bill is doing to them.
But you won't do anything about it. Aren't you the one who said you should help others whenever you can? Here's your chance. Right here, right now.
And coincidentally, we create a way for you to get out of here, right? But at least you want to help the zombies. That's a step in the right direction.
Don't count on me taking any more steps in any direction.
That remains to be seen. Friends?
Friends.
Okay, I'll help you in the zombies. And then we'll see.
Okay, so now we're going to combine the feather with the hat.
A musketeer hat with a feather.
And we're going to combine the cape with the hat.
I have a little cape here, Timmy. Esther isn't able to mix the fluffy pink paint alone. She needs Ethel's help. But Ethel won't help her unless Remy asks her to.
Uncle Remy always gives his orders face to face. And I think even Ethel would realise you aren't Uncle Remy.
Exactly. That's why I thought of you.
Discard. But my voice is much too high-pitched.
I could do the talking for you.
That sounds like a plan that simply can't fail.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to combine the hat with the cape.
Remy without a hat. Totally unthinkable.
And what we're going to do, we're going to head over back to Red's den. And what we really need, so what we're going to do is going to fail, okay? So I'll show you.
Let's see how good the disguise is.
Yeah, sure.
Try it.
Look who's back, Ethel.
So where is Monsieur de Demar? You trying to pull my leg? There's nothing wrong with my art. You boys.
So what we need, we're going to use Timmy. And we're going to use Timmy to distract
Timmy.
Ethel for us.
Timmy, could you distract Ethel for me?
Hi, Ethel.
Stu?
And we're going to take the tea towel.
Got it.
And then what we can do, we're going to just step
It was
out.
nice talking to you.
And then we're going to use the towel.
The tableware might not be the latest word in fashion, but it's perfectly fine, apart from the leftovers.
And what we're going to do, we're going to put this on the dirty dishes to make it dirty.
Oh, okay. Ugh! Now the towel's all dirty and greasy, but the dishes still aren't clean.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go back in. And we're going to use the towel on the... we're going to place it back.
Seems Ethel only has eyes in the back of her head when things go missing. Not when they're brought back.
And then we're going to get her to make more soup.
Hi, Ethel. Can I have some more stew?
But of course. And?
Tastes great, but it could be a little hotter.
Oh, understood.
Is something wrong?
Sight is getting weaker and weaker. Everything is blurry and unfocused. Oh, we'll have to have a go at some youth potions again.
So now her eyes are blurry. We're going to use this disguise.
Let's see how good the disguise is.
Yeah, sure.
Try your luck.
Look who's back, Ethel.
It's me, Remy. Monsieur de Damas.
Monsieur de Dumar, you're back.
Yes, but only very briefly, because I have to go back.
Look how
What is lurking down there
look
at
how
the
hard
bottom of
Timmy's
that
breathing.
frightful
It's
hole?
actually quite funny.
I'll tell you everything, but for now, please, there's something you have to do for me.
Oh, of course. Anything.
I want you to help the zombies under the mountain of rubbish.
Oh. Well, is that really necessary?
The zombies are being exploited. They simply deserve better than this.
Wilbur said something to that effect as well. What do you reckon?
Remy's probably right.
So we're gonna
Exactly.
get a trophy.
Listen to Wilbur.
Okay then, what should I do?
Help the zombie woman Esther mix this fluffy paint the zombies need.
That shouldn't be a problem, as long as they don't eat me.
I can guarantee they won't.
So we're gonna get a disguise trophy by successfully persuading her to join
Oh,
us.
Timmy, you're here too.
Master of
Where is
disguise.
Monsieur de Dumas?
He's gone back down the shaft again.
Shame.
And since no one's in the den, we're gonna take the candle.
When the candle is lit, it doesn't just provide light, it also warms your feet when you're rat-sized and lying in Timmy's bed. I don't think Ethel would be thrilled if I just took the candle. When the candle is lit, it doesn't just
Oh, we can't take it yet. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna drop off Ethel first.
Look who I have here.
Oh, hello.
This is Ethel. Ethel, this is Esther.
Oh,
I think you've already met.
I'm very sorry that my husband and I scared you so much before.
and, I'm sorry that I nibbled you a bit.
That's okay. It can happen. I like the flower in your hair. Very pretty.
Oh, thanks. I like the fact that you don't want to eat me. Wilbur said you had some kind of alchemy problem.
I'm trying to make pink paint, but it has to be fluffy.
Ah, understood. Show me what you've got.
Peace between rats and zombies. That feels pretty good.
And then we're gonna go back out. So we're going to take the candle.
Ethel won't need this while she's with the zombies. I'll light it from the fireplace. So, that's done.
Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to use the shop board. No, the lawn board on the sewage pipe. And what we're gonna do, we can do some seesaw.
Hey, Nate, get on the
So this is like
I
what
always loved the
happened.
seesaw when I was a little kid. You never... I see. You always has too much to do. No problem. We can seesaw anytime as long as I'm here.
So we can get a trophy here called Strengthen a Friendship. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put little Timmy onto the seesaw.
Stand over there, Timmy.
What are you doing?
I am working on something.
And we're going to, oops, seesaw of Timmy.
What are are you doing?
Don't you like seesaw?
Oh, seesaws are ball.
Ungrateful kids these days.
So what we actually gonna do? We're gonna get Nat together and we're gonna jump down.
There's a few artificial columns and arches here. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some mining done here once.
So we're gonna throw Nat and myself
Maybe I
onto
can
the
get a better
board.
view from up there. Yep, definitely better. Not decisively, though. What? Do you remember the bit about the ruler in my classroom?
Of course. But what are you trying to get?
That V-belt.
Do we really need it?
Come on! Don't you want to be catapulted through the air and risk life and limb?
All right. But give it a bit of vavavoom.
Oops. So that failed.
Everything okay, buddy?
Wow, that was awesome.
And an ogre's hand width too low.
So what happened there was that we weren't heavy enough.
Nate, this is Timmy. Together, we'll make sure that you can get the final delivery ready for Bill, okay?
Nice to meet.
He said, I'm honored. At least, I think that's what he said.
Okay, so this time we're going to put Timmy on the seesaw again.
Stand on the seesaw again, Timmy.
Sure.
Hey, Nate.
And then select I could do with you as a extra weight.
Nate, can you come over for a minute? Trust me. Oof, that should do it. Ready, Timmy?
More power. Woo, woo, woo.
That's it.
Ah! Thanks.
Haha, we make a good team.
Yippee!
And then you have got a friend in me trophy. And now we're gonna pick up the V-belt. And then we're gonna walk into the cave. Because that's where the coal is. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pick up the last firework.
Ooh, another firework.
And we're gonna combine the firework with the
So,
poster.
let's see. If I roll the gunpowder from the fireworks up in the poster, I'll have a stick of dynamite. Homemade dynamite. And it looks like I've got just the right amount of black powder.
And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna stick the black powder into the gap of the explosive.
Good. That should work.
And then we're gonna combine the metal stand with the scale.
I'll just press the candle onto the crosspiece where the missing pan used to be. So, that should hold.
And we're gonna combine the candle with the...
I'll just press the candle onto the crosspiece where the missing pan used. So, that should hold.
And then we're gonna put this onto the bongos. And then we're gonna use the rope and throw that up onto the mounting. And after that, we're gonna put the sand onto the rope.
I'll tie the other end off here so it doesn't fall.
And what we're going to do, we're going to use this onto the sandbag.
I'm sure I could use that to pierce a hole in the sack, but then the sand will slowly flow out. Okay, I poke a hole in the bag, sand runs out. It falls onto the scales, pushing one side down and raising the candle on the other side. It ignites the explosive charge and boom! We have our coal. And, thanks to our ingenuity, all our fingers too. Everyone take cover! Right then, Heads down. Ready to fire. Ah! Now! Right now! Now!
So we're
Now! Any moment now!
gonna get a trophy after this. And
Nate! No! No!
so we're gonna get a trophy
No!
after this by
No!
rescuing Nate.
Come on!
Let's
Nate!
go back to
Wake
life.
up!
We've got to do something. You have to repair him.
I can't. I'm not an engineer.
That doesn't matter. Help him.
Wait a minute. Maybe there is a way. Grandad told me about it. The best gnomish engineers pass this technology on to their students.
Do it.
Now, work. You stupid thing. Do you have a heavy wrench? That works better.
Not necessary. Nothing that he can't fix himself, I'd say.
We were worried, Nate.
But then someone saved you. As someone who'd forgotten for a moment that he couldn't.
So we
Nate!
just got the trophy got back
Are you
to life.
okay?
So now we're gonna look at the coal. So now we've got the coal.
Dwarves believe coal brings happiness. I think it mostly makes for dirty fingers. Okay, guys, let's get the pile to the workshop. No, you're just fine. You can help. Phew! I'll never be a miner, that's for sure.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the belt.
That looks good.
And then after that we're gonna place the intelligence stone inside. And also the shot boards.
That's that. Now everything should work.
The constructor works?
We'll only know once we try. Come on then. All hands on board. Let's get this thing up to speed. If we can get the pointer into the green and keep it there, the machine will be running efficiently.
And how do we do that?
The good old gnome way. We just keep fiddling around with it until something happens.
Oh, all right.
So what we're gonna do, Wilbur will be stay on the left. He's just gonna be placing coal. And then you need to get him to close it first. And then he will order
Nate, the
Nate
levers.
to make adjustments on the levers. And then after that, we're going to open the hatch again and place more coal.
We're at 50% efficiency.
And then we're going to get Nate to follow
Nate,
the engine.
oil.
And then we're going to open the oven door again. And we're going to put more coal. So we're going to repeat that like 2 to 3 times.
We're in the green. Keep it up.
And then we're going to get that again to use the oil.
Nate, oil. George, I think we've got it. Keep it up.
It's beyond our wildest dreams. The slates are practically flying out of the machine. If only we had the paint.
Here we are. Fluffy pink paint, as requested.
What's that?
That's Ethel. She's been helping me.
But isn't that...
Yes, and she's my friend. Now, clear a space there. We have to paint the tablets fluffy.
Yes, Buttercup. That's the last of them.
And that means the way to the town is open for business. Clean air, the wide sky. And Timmy's already gone ahead to organise a few chocolates as a welcome gift.
We wouldn't have managed without you, Wilbur.
The slates look fantastic. How did you manage to make them so quickly?
We all worked together, and we had the constructor. 50 slates an hour, rather than 4 a day.
50 slate? Do you know what this means? The slate business is profitable again, despite the poor price, thanks to low production cost.
Yes, I thought we might open a little factory outside the town gates. You put up the capital, and we bring the know-how. And you'd already have a factory manager, too.
I've got a better idea. You stay where you are and produce a few hundred more of these babies.
But that wasn't the deal. I promised the others I'd get them out of here.
You should never make a promise you can't keep. You've got a week. You better get cracking, or I might just let slip you're hiding a wanted criminal down there.
Bill!
Gulliver, I'm so sorry. I never thought he could be so unfair.
He gave me his word. How can someone so rich and successful be so dishonest?
People are weird when it comes to gold.
What are we going to do? Are we going to spend the rest of our lives amongst the rubbish building things for Bill so he can live a better life?
I'm sorry, Gulliver. I really thought he would take us out of here. We need a plan. Only I just don't know where to start.
Princess Ivo is in town.
And we get the final trophy, mass production. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy Chapter 3, Part 1. Please leave any feedback and comments below. And if you have any questions or comments or anything you want to find out more, please don't hesitate to leave a message or comment below. And give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone. And have a good day. Bye.